Just testing. Testing. Masturbate, you're out of control with the chess gossip. Alright guys, running a few minutes late here. We are streaming for 2 hours and a quarter here, Blitz and Rapid Chess on lichess.org, Sumaher and Troll on a Roll. Good morning guys, good simul yesterday. Hard to fall asleep after that. I had a rough night after all the intense simul activity. I need some of your sleeping pills, Acerbate, I think. Antonio, VIP, Acerbate, VIP, Schieberspieler, VIP. All three VIPs are in the house. I feel like we have another VIP that I've forgotten. Yeah, we do. Actually, Summon on Sound, VIP, but... And Tranquilizer, who's never around much. Alright, Sumaher, Troll on a Roll. Guys, I'm taking challenges 5-3 through 7+3. Miracle Simul undefeated yesterday, thanks to Antonio. Luckily, the players didn't start giving moves to Antonio, trying to help him toward the end of the game. Could have gone the other way. Alright, Sumaher and Troll on the Rose. What's up? I like the guy who I blocked, and then maybe he didn't know he was blocked. He was probably like talking all the time. After 5 minutes block, he comes back and starts like suggesting moves again. That was hilarious. For the full banishment. They would have beat that guy up in a live setting. If you did that like in a chess park or something while people were playing, seriously. E4. Yeah, the Caro-Kann. Caro-Kann seems to be spreading like wildfire. Simul versus 25 players. Oh no. I wondered why you were saying that. Alright, we'll update. Time to update. Thank you. Got a little bit of lag here. Hello, lag. OBS, I don't know, man. It's clunky. It seems to like eat up all kinds of resources of the computer. It reminds me of Camtasia, which would almost like shut down my whole computer. Of course, I'm running with a kind of light laptop here, so it's not like I have some high-end desktop computer, but still. If I try to type something into OBS, it takes like 5 minutes for it to go through. Alright, let's straighten that out. Camtasia. Yeah. Alright. Resource hog. Now, I don't know what got into me. I played 2 games Schieberspieler with mainline Caro-Kann. You know how I lost to you playing the Bishop D3 Gambit now? Now I've done it again. And I really don't know the white side of the mainline very well. I don't know. I'm just kind of bored with playing the... I guess honestly I'm a little bored with playing the Panov, which I know the best from white's perspective. So yesterday I had like 2 games. Both were horrible. On the white side of the Caro-Kann with knight f6. I realized that I have like no experience whatsoever. No experience whatsoever playing the white side of the classical Caro-Kann. Or, well, let's just say mainline Caro-Kann. Let's say... What do you want to do here? that way. Alright, I'm feeling funky. Futsal? What is futsal? I feel like I should know that. This c5 looks like a good move, actually. What if I take and play bishop b5 check? And then, like, queen e2. No. It's all bad. I'm just trying to incorporate something fun and unusual. Didn't David Bronstein or someone play g takes f here? Bronstein or Tal, one of those guys, I thought played g takes. It's football, but inside? Futsal, but why is it called sal? We used to play indoor soccer when I was a kid. You just brought back like an ancient memory. I actually played football. I was on a championship football team when I was like 8 years old. Believe it or not, my only season of football, which I hated because it involved endless running. Bishop b5 check, knight c6. Queen e2. I used to like playing indoor soccer in gym class too. That was better than most things. So am I playing queen e2 here? I guess. So indoor soccer has no throw-ins. That's interesting. It's been a while. Brings back some weird memory though that I had totally lost. At some point my football team must have had indoor practice. Man, there's some kind of way back memory that I hadn't thought of in 35 years. Whoa. And I can't remember exactly. Like after the regular season was over, maybe something indoors, very briefly. Maybe just once or twice. I just remember the ball was different. What is the indoor football different? Of course, this was a long time ago. There was something about the ball. Ooh, the white squares. Man, it looks like a weird Roy Lopez or Schliemann or something. Cube. The Borg cube. Doubled pawns. Doubled pawn us. Doubled pawns are upon us. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand how you can afford to play f6 there. But, I mean, I guess he has to defend his pawn. Parrot humanoid. But no hints while we're thinking. Yesterday we had this problem during my simul. that a couple of people started like giving moves to my opponent and I, like in the critical position. Let's not do that. I mean, it's just a casual game and it's supposed to be instructive, but still, try to save the comments for after we made our move at least. I mean, a lot of people probably aren't watching the stream while they're playing. Honestly, they may not see what you said. A lot of people find it distracting, so I'm not sure if Sumaher watches the commentary while he's playing. For most people, it probably doesn't matter, but all right. Check. Check. I managed to get enough control of the center and development. Wow. Check. Then King F8 is actually strong. Welcome everybody. Just playing some 5-3 through 7+3. Casual challenges only, please. Good simul yesterday. I was lucky. VIP Morales let me off the hook. Hey Zenchess, what's up? Zenchess, you don't play much on lichess, right? I mean, how many games do you have here? As opposed to your record-setting number of games on ICC. Where do you play? You play on all different sites? Mostly on ICC or what? Are there still enough players in the rating, like in the player pools? You'd never guess what his name is. It's unbelievable. Mate. Is there something here? Uh-oh. No, but b4 hangs with check. In some lines, anyway. King f7 is illegal. Luckily, you have 2,600 blitz games on lichess. It's not bad. An interesting perspective. Alright. Super Spiller, see you Sunday. Now I did it. Fortunately, he can't move his knight. Wasn't for that, I would be in some serious doo-doo here. Preventing castling. I guess this is forced. A tough question? I wouldn't ban you for asking a tough question. I would ask you nothing offensive. You just don't ask anything offensive. That's not that difficult, right? What does that mean? You're trolling me or what? Seriously. You're like... Yeah, I'd just ban you. Definitely. The way it looks now, most likely. The ban seems likely. I'm going to lose on time here. I don't know. I think I must love chess, because why would I do it if I didn't? I can't seem to stop myself from playing. I've never gone a calendar year without playing a tournament game. I don't think. And I play online since 1992. I mean, even if it makes you angry sometimes, I don't know, I just can't seem to stop myself. It's the only thing I ever found that I was really obsessed with. Alright, Troll in a Roll Morales. I've got challenges from the subscribers first. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing chess since 1980, 85. Probably 84, actually. So, that's 36 years. Pretty long time for something that you didn't love. Troll in a Roll. Chess 960. I love chess so much, I'm willing to play chess 960 with this guy. I would never ban anybody for asking a reasonable question, even if it's a tough one. Only the trolls. Yep, it's looking that way. I'm gonna take this. My pieces need to get out. On b5. I'm just not used to playing the semi-Slav or Slav type positions where I'm playing like b5 and keeping the pawn here. If you were a nut, you'd care. Sometimes you feel like a nut. That's proving how old I am. There was this Planters Peanuts commercial from the 80s. Alright. Anyways, g3. As if anyone doubted my age. Grandpa chess. I was doing alright till this pandemic came along. I feel like it put like 5 years on me. It's ridiculous. It was bad enough before that, but man, I was so young like 4 years ago. Still doing well. I've aged like 15 years in the last 4 years. It's ridiculous. Grandpa chess loves chess. What's up, everybody? Tomorrow night I've got to remember to set up a tournament if my feeble dementia mind can handle it. Tuesday tournament. Blitz. 9-round Blitz Megathon. You were fine at 48 when I hit 50. I got hypertension and diabetes. Dude, please don't say that. Parahumanoid, you're just like trolling me, right? As long as you didn't say I was fine at 39. Oh man. That's not my king over there, that's my rook. I'm so used to castling normally. This doesn't look right for white. How about a queen trade? That's my king. Whatever. I play like 1 or 2 Chess 960 games a week. Not easy to get the hang of this. You'll be 20 in April. I was young when I moved to Hungary. I was thinking about it today. Still young. I didn't plan on staying here forever, but things happen. Oh well. I feel like if we can get through this pandemic, I can reclaim my youthfulness. It's not too late, but I have to act quickly, or the offer might expire. I met Alex Batty, yeah. I wasn't playing much in those days when he was here, so I was playing poker all the time. Pretty much all those years when Alex Batty was here, and toward the end of his time here, we talked a little bit and played some Blitz and at least got to know each other a little bit. But I didn't ever play him like in a tournament or anything like that. I was really inactive between like 2008 and 2015. I don't know how many years he was playing here. Quite a few. At least a few years he was here. I lose track of the different people that have come through here. I was gonna castle kingside, but I'm not so sure anymore. Maybe I won't do that. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about him. But I didn't know him real well. As I said, I was really out of the chess scene. started coming back in 2016, as far as streaming and playing a little bit. Dude, how's my bishop doing? Troll on the roll. The roll. Trolly rolly. Alex Batty was pretty strong. He did get the IM title, right? He was here for quite a while. Most people don't stay that long. So I remember, I remember people that have stayed for years. Usually people come and play like a tournament or two and then disappear again. Or they come and they leave and they come back. But Alex was here for several years, which isn't that common. That takes quite a bit of devotion. Or you can just stay forever like me. Slowly I've become like the only permanent American in Hungary as far as chess players go. Longest lasting. Oh boy. I used to go back to the United States. I mean, I haven't been here non-stop or anything. I would always go back. It's just that since the pandemic, I can't go back. So it's been like a year and 3 months, 15 months since I was in the United States. It's really hard missing your home. This is my second home. Alright, dude. Bon appetit. Now he has d6, which I missed initially. But Troll is not the tactic master. He's more of a positional player. This is not really a comfortable situation for him to be in. He doesn't like to calculate. He's lazy. But this position seems extremely tactical. d6, maybe 96. But I have yet to see enough compensation here for white. You spend a 20th of the time I play Blitz or reading chess books, I'd be a GM. Yes, and chess, I didn't realize that, until I looked at your ICC statistics just by chance, and you're like, just immense number of games. That was surprising. Just how many games you played. I recognize your experience when we play. I recognize that you're a strong player. It's obvious. Probably got some bad habits after not playing enough over the board and probably too much blitz. But I was like, oh, okay, that's why he's so difficult to play against. 30,000 games of experience does mean something. I mean, his Dark Square Bishop is permanently dead. Yeah, I mean, he'll have to sacrifice here, obviously. But I don't know, this was Chess 960, Alien Chess. Mirales! Who else is a subscriber? Adesso, maybe? Princess Chess, Sada Masagana, and Zen Chess. So on Mondays and Fridays, I'm doing Blitz, but on Mondays I take the streams so that we do subscribers first. So Troll and Roll was a nut. Troll tricked me. Troll, what happened to your subscription? Weren't you like a subscriber last week and it's already... What are these? Are these subs lasting like 1 week? Trial subs or something? Troll, you're already not a subscriber again and you tricked me? You had a gift sub or something. Man, you didn't even say anything. Tricked me. Taking in before all the subscribers. That's just not fair. Alright. The Budapest Gambit's getting a little boring. Let's try something different. I never played the Trompowsky. We need something to confuse Morales. Never been much of a believer in the Trompowsky, but don't know what Morales does. Alright, c5. Obviously, Nigel Short is a great player, but somewhat controversial. Alright, we're going home. I think I played this line with black and lost 20 years ago. I used to play this line with... No, that's a different line. I didn't play this. Wait a minute. I'm thinking of 94. I never played this. This is also the London system, right? Simon Williams. The Simon Williams London system. Bishop f4, c5, d5, queen b6, bishop c1. By transposition. However, being able to play blitz has won me a few tournament games and time scrambles. Nigel Short as well. Okay, I don't know this line. c4? That's what Alexander Ivanov used to do. It hurt my eyes. What am I doing? c4? I don't like it. Cover your eyes and play blindfold. Takes. Can I play bishop g5 here? Surely that's not a good move. I mean, I could play it, but it's still crap. Knight c6, e4. You don't do that. e4, bishop e6. Where do I put the queen after that? I guess I'm playing the Caro-Kann now or something like that. What happens after e4, bishop e6? Queen b3, queen d3. I guess. I don't like any of the other squares. It has to be queen d3. I've never looked at this position in my life, but I have like sunspots in front of my eyes from rubbing my eyes. So I'm semi-blindfold. This is clearly the best square. D1's too passive, D2's uncoordinated. Black's still fully, like, looks like they're equal here, objectively. So is knight b4 a threat? Morales will probably castle queenside. He's a maniac. Non-key Odessa over sunny. Yeah, it's rarely sunny. I'm actually planning on going out for a stroll on the cold, sunny, pandemic-ridden streets of Budapest after this. Well, not right after, but this afternoon. Move the queen again. The only chance to beat Morales, it's a little bit like the Someone on Sound guy. The only way to beat him is in the endgame, it looks like. I don't expect him to trade queens. Now he's just despite me. It's like a challenge. I knew he was going to castle queenside. A night before. You'd have to say Black's play is perfect. But he not only plays perfectly, he plays dynamically and perfectly. And fast. Morales, you should be like 1700. Then you could be like a true sandbagger. 2094. I started to think he's master strength. You've gotten stronger. I don't know if it's really because of me, but he's clearly gotten stronger. And we've played more games than anybody else on my streams. Now it's a record-setting 319. I would never take credit for someone's improvement, but I hopefully did my part to help. He's clearly gotten stronger. I can't say that for everybody that I play against here. You have nothing nice to say. The classic kindergarten expression. Don't say anything at all. What I say about Tata? I would say that it's just a tournament, man. I'm not a Magnus Carlsen fan by any stretch of the imagination. There's a lot of haters out there like, oh, Carlsen isn't world champion. He isn't really a world champion strength player and all this crap. Like, that's the problem with tournaments. They're not matches. You know, they're not like 20-game matches between players. You're going to have like a different winner of that tournament almost every time you run it. That's the fact. Especially now, in this like crazy time when no one's played in a year-long games. About the last round, GM Tranquilizer, do you think that I know anything about the last round? I was playing Asima last night. I mean, I really don't keep up with the, daily news. I know, like, just general things. Got flagged. I mean, I checked my phone, and I didn't see anything dramatic, in the chess news. Every day I turn on my phone, and there's this, like, chess news sort of stuff. If anything really important happened, I would have seen it. Bender Forest. Cariano. Fabiano. Played with Vander Forest. Was it a bullet tiebreaker or something? Here goes Morales again. He's going nuts. Dr. Dynamico. Dude, you're seriously talking to me about a 5-0 game? As if that means something? I was talking about real chess. Tournaments like that shouldn't be decided by blitz playoffs. It's ridiculous. You might as well have 30-second bullet. Morales, what are you doing? Too much of this internet stuff, I guess, is catching. That's like the World Championship. Rapid tiebreakers to decide the World Championship. It's absurd. Thanks, GM Tranquilizer, for the update. But it's a 5-minute game. It means nothing. This is everything I hate about modern chess, basically. Personified. I like Blitz, but that doesn't mean I want to substitute Blitz for real chess. That's the problem. They're different things. Blitz is for entertainment. It's not supposed to determine like who the best player in the world is or the result of important tournaments. You might as well just flip a coin. They should play like horseshoes for the championship. It's already random enough. I guess it's gonna get worse though. I don't understand the point of playing bad quality chess, or why that's interesting for people. Blitz is Blitz, but it should be reserved for, recreation. Not to determine the winner of some super tournament. Of course he didn't get respect. Why does he deserve respect? It's one tournament. The result was like random all the way. There was a different leader every round. That's the craziest thing ever. Dude, it's not the Wimbledon of chess anymore. I mean, it might have been at one point. Now you've got like Only like 4 of the players are top 10 or something. Whew, Morales is insanely difficult here. Alright, dude, you gotta stop. Magnus is getting rusty. Dude, he's been playing rapid chess non-stop. That's why his chess sucks. Because all he does is play bullet and rapid chess. That's what I'm trying to tell people. What do you expect? You're playing bullet all the time. It's bad for your game. But Magnus cares more about money than good chess. Like most people these days. Unfortunately, it's the corruption and, you know, that's what you get. You get a lot of money and bad chess. No, I mean, my interest in that tournament was very minimal. You've only got four really good players in the field, and just a lot of like young talents, but not clearly that strong yet. Even Ferrugia, I wouldn't put in the caliber of the top 4. For me, it's not a super tournament like what we're used to in the past. I don't think it's a Wimbledon or even close anymore. It's just something to fill in the gaps, you know, while we're waiting for the pandemic to end. Honestly, for me, like the Russian Super Final is probably more interesting than that tournament. Princess Chess. Alright, subscribers. Of course it's actually equal. What are you talking about? You have the initiative the whole way, and I was struggling for a draw. I mean, I'm not just giving you a draw out of the kindness of my heart. You have control of the position. Yeah, Morales is a master. That's what you get if you play the most games ever on my stream. Yeah, I mean, I just mentioned it, I've seen incredible improvement from Morales. He's much, much stronger than he used to be. Now I have to fight really hard. This close Sicilian is not my idea of fun. But you have to deal with it. It's just not fun. No, I miss the old days super tournaments where everybody in the field was strong. The problem with the Tata tournament, they've been doing that for quite a while. They let a lot of weaker, younger players in. I wouldn't consider it as strong as other elite tournaments in the past, anyway. But it's a brave new world we're living in. I'm not sure if I agree with holding tournaments now, with the global pandemic going on as well. But I myself played in a tournament in October, but it was like very limited number of participants. But I wouldn't do it again, not until the pandemic is over. Yeah, I'm a food lover. I love eating food too much. I'm getting fat during this pandemic, and it's not good. What was I going to do here? H5? Knight f3. The Najdorf is completely crushed. I guess the Sicilian is just bad. But I mean, I think that's been trending for a long time. We've seen on the highest levels an increase, I think, in the last 10 years in e4, e5 versus the Sicilian. Because computers are so influential in opening theory, Sicilian is going down in terms of popularity, and objectively it's not as good a move. But I mean, the margin was always very small. As players start to play more like with computer-like accuracy, I guess the Sicilian would be harder to get away with. Well, I agree with MVL. Why would he care as much about some random tournament than the World Championship Candidates tournament? Who would disagree with him? You'd have to be completely in agreement. That's a classic thing. Good players don't waste their preparation on like random tournaments. Sometimes grandmasters would save their novelties for years without revealing them. Why in the world would he give away his like novel ideas for a tournament with Jordan Van Foreest or whatever? I mean, it's of course not. You don't waste good preparation. The tournament has no meaning long term, but the World Championship is something else. I would completely believe him. It has prizes, but again, World Championship is too important. I don't like this. Princess Chess is like the world's leading expert on the closed Sicilian. It's kind of scary. No variations are crushing the Najdorf. That guy just likes to say a lot of stuff. He likes attention. Attention hog. Who doesn't like attention? Sensational statements have been made regarding the Najdorf. It's totally refuted. E4, E5 is refuted too. He needs to sit down, have a little timeout. Najdorf is totally refuted. Chess is refuted. Obviously. I'd like to know who gave him a gift sub. Who's the guilty party? Anybody? Zen just likes to play the knight off with black. I don't see any problem with it. It's kind of like, of course, any strong expert in an opening like MVL would not give away their preparation. You could potentially play Magnus in a World Championship match, so you're gonna like give away your Nightorf preparation in a game against Jordan Van Foreest. Like, I don't think so. People are just like waiting for MVL. He's probably the world's best Nightorf player. They're just waiting for him to like give away some sort of ideas. Now, Princess Chess is playing this game at like, what, 4 in the morning or something? What time is it there? Did you sleep last night? Or are you still up from the day before? They're just gonna blow me away here. Whoa. Okay, I need an idea. How strong is Princess Chess? Seriously. Come on, make a mistake. Really, really good at fast play. Quick reactions. Princess Chess must play a lot of fast blitz. I'm a little slow here. Not enough adrenaline this early in the morning to play that pace. But I got myself a blunder. That was weird. How long she thought of that move? Yeah, you didn't see it either, obviously. We both didn't see the simple continuation. Can't believe. Oh my god, I'm like hallucinating. But it's like ridiculous. Like, what do you expect Magnus Carlsen to play well when all he does is play rapid chess to make money constantly? Does anybody understand the difference between real chess and blitz and rapid anymore? It's a completely different game. I don't understand what people are thinking. Constantly like threatening to get flagged by Princess Chess. How can you play so fast? Come on. King G3. You're gonna lose on time? Man, I was busted in this game. I'm too slow. Lost again. The stupid closed Sicilian. Just so sick. Let's see this. Is this a position that's arisen? Is this theory? Really? No games found. Like, how is that possible? How is it possible that there's no games found? Every single move here was a completely logical, normal move. Where did we leave book? That's impossible. It's crazy. Nigel Short versus Kramnik. 2005. Nigel Short, the only person who plays this crap. Seriously. No one has played knight to d4. What? F5. Wow. F5, does that seem kind of risky? Everybody played F5. What a coincidence. That's unbelievable. There's 10 games with knight h6. 16 games with f5. 5 games with knight f6. Which seems like the safest move. And no games with knight to d4. How bad is knight d4? Why is knight d4 so bad? It's not even a bad move. It's weird. I don't really understand. I guess it just doesn't develop, but I mean, f5 is really risky. Surprised how many games there are. Look, immediately the engine is like it's +6 for white after f5. I didn't really want to do that. Warnaki's a5 is probably a decent move. I like that better than f5, honestly. That's not unreasonable. Look at the score here. It's awful for white. Of course it's a sideline. It's crap played only by Nigel Short. The score for white is horrendous. I just don't like playing the style of position, Morales. I don't really like closed positions. That's my problem. Just too difficult to play in blitz. I wouldn't mind it as much in a long game. Mr. Coffee, what's up? Anybody else subscribers besides Sadamasa, Zenchess, Yevgeny? Casual blitz challenges, please. Apparently white was better at one point, but I was never really in trouble. That's sort of amazing. I was in trouble on the clock, though. White is so fast and never ever uses much time. It's so hard to play against people like that. They never stop to think. It's all sort of like already like been played before for them. Almost like you can just do it without thinking. Mr. Coffee, what's up? 6 a.m. no work, right? Do you still have to work from home if you have 6 inches of snow? That's the best thing about working from the home office. Now you can't have a snow day anymore. You can't say, oh, I can't get to work. I'm trying to think of new ways to play this. It's just not happening. Oh, he plays this gambit. Okay. Yeah, what happened to d5? Now you're following in the footsteps of Mr. Slowhand. I don't know what this is. This is weird. Now I could be in trouble already. Well, not trouble, but maybe I lost my advantage. Okay, I don't think so. Now you're going too far. But you could have played... You could have played, what, Queen A5 here? What do I do on Queen A5? I have to give up my bishop. Maybe not. This is just not sound. Sus. Black's opening is sus. Still maybe not that bad, though. Dubov style. Guys, I'm going to be streaming for another hour. If I live that long. Didn't have a good night's sleep after the simul. I had nightmares about my game with Morales. He had nightmares. I'm just kidding. See how hard chess is, Morales? That endgame? It's so complicated. No, I didn't have nightmares about the simul. But you have to slow down and play that endgame really, really accurately. Boy. Alright. Chessmurph was really trying to flag me last game. We love ourselves some flaggers in this stream. For someone who doesn't like bullet chess, it seems like I have a lot of followers who just love trying to flag me. That's the only reason they watch my stream and challenge me. You'd think like I'd get a lot of people who primarily are interested in long quality chess games, but their secret intention is to just win on time. Sada Masagana, by the way, with the completely winning game against me yesterday. I didn't look at it yet, but it was awful for me. Dr. Dynamic. I have to look at that game. Something went drastically wrong for me as black in a Caro-Kann Panov. You were not even trying to flag. Maybe not. Man, but I hate to see if you are. It's just my fuzzy head with the lack of sleep last night. I'm not really up to speed yet. I mean, I'm not very quick as it is. But Monday morning, after my Sunday simul, is the worst. Probably. Sadamaskagan is just going berserk, like, berserking. You're berserking. How does this work? You seriously have a tactic here? They're just going crazy. He's sacrificing everything. Violently aggressive. Alright. I missed the latest update. You're blaming that I woke up at 5 a.m. for the loss. I don't know how you can do that at 5 a.m. I don't mean waking up, but like playing fast pace. It takes me forever to wake up. You're younger. Everybody's younger now. What about bishop f3? Damn it, I'm going to get back ranked. I'm going to find a way to do it. It's unbelievable. How can I find a way to back rank myself? Sada Masagana reminds me a little bit of Morales. Like, they manage to play in a way that every single move they make is a threat. To constantly have the initiative isn't easy to do. So every move is a threat. Like, literally. What's unbelievable is to leave the knight d5 threat in the position for like 100 moves and not fall victim to some sort of tactic. That's unbelievable. They've been able to leave this here just without any negative ramifications of it. I mean, that's difficult to calculate. I'd be very concerned about that. Come on. I guess knight d5 is a strong move. I'm sure I could still blunder back rank mate or something if I try hard enough. There's probably no gains from this position. There are. Look at this engine move. Queen d4. Chefmaster would find that. Sokolov Nispianu, the great Varusian Akobian. Varusian the Great. Andrei Karlov. What did all these guys play? Only Nispianu. Only Nispianu played knight takes e4. This is actually white's best move. According to the engine, not one strong player has played that. I'm not so certain, but it's playable. Like, it really actually doesn't seem bad. Maybe that is really white's best move. Here you have queen a5. So this has all been played before. We have to be willing to give up the dark square bishop. It looks a little like in English, but objectively it's equal. Zen chess. It's going to get harder. Zen chess. Yevgeny. Guys, I'm playing players who are subscribers. Yeah, but I mean, Sada Masagana just played like a maniac. It's not like he played as well as in the simul game yesterday. He was going really nuts in this game. It's easy to play perfectly if my opponents go crazy. Mr. Coffee. Never beat a well man. What was your personal notes, Mr. Coffee? I forget now. I appreciated it. Normally I don't play e3, but due to some recent games that I analyzed, I've been thinking about it. Tomorrow night we're going to host a Blitz tournament. G4. Zen chess knows a lot of theory. Najdorf, Semi-Slav, nice repertoire. What's your take on Anton Giharo playing the close Sicilian against the elite? Well, the close Sicilian is playable, right? I didn't see those games. I haven't looked at the games from Tata. But that guy, you know, he's a theoretical guy. He has a lot of ideas. I mean, even if he's only 2680 or whatever, I don't know what his current ELO is. He seems like pretty well prepared at the top level. So, whatever happened to Paco Vallejo, former Spanish #1. Bishop d6. By the way, where does Anand live? Does he live in Spain still? G4. Vallejo is still #1 in Spain. Poker is very dangerous for your chess game, as I know personally. I know Grishuk was really into poker and he started losing a little ground. You know, it's hard to do two things seriously. If Vallejo got into poker, that could explain why he fell off. There's also way more competition in poker, I feel like. it's also like way more variance. You can be a great player and not win for years. It's chess is more secure. If I was as good as one of those guys at chess, I never would have started playing poker. Honestly, that's what pisses me off about Hikaru and streaming, but truthfully, you know, Hikaru's made himself wealthy, which he wouldn't have done by just playing chess, so it depends on what your priority is, I guess. Chess streaming seems profitable for a select few with the name of Hikaru Nakamura. But I was just wondering what happened in... Does Anand live in India or in Spain? I was wondering. Does anybody know? He used to live in Spain. But he never changed his national federation, right? He was always representing India. Oh man, Zenchess just played the b6 move. What did I do? Did I blunder? I played bishop e2. That's normal, right? I saw this game in my last GM tournament in October where Black managed to win this line. It's really weird. It was a weird game. White has to be better here with very little risk. Some games just look suspicious to me. The Paranoia, Ancient Aliens. The fix is in. Yes. Speaking of Magnus Carlsen, this is the exact game. You know, maybe my rook's supposed to go here, so theoretically I'm supposed to play bishop e2, queen e7, and maybe rook a d1. I guess. Because of this exchange with bishop a3. Yeah, a lot of people, like his whole national following from India would be like he's a traitor if he changes his federation to Spain in the heart of his career or something. It's not like he's me or someone, you know, no one would care if I changed my federation from the United States to Hungary. But with Anand, he's like a hero to all the Indian chess fans. So, but the funny thing is, like, he wouldn't even play for India in the Olympiad numerous occasions. And I guess that's a question of money. But I mean, if your point is to be a national hero, it's not about money anymore. You know, that seems kind of weird to me. Why would he not represent India in the Olympics? He had enough money, you know. That seems kind of strange. Polgar and Leko pulled the same stuff with Hungary. But they weren't... Well, I mean, I don't know. Leko maybe. It's an interesting philosophical sort of dilemma. I mean, Leko and Polgar are richer than most Hungarians by a long shot. And they wouldn't play for the national team because of money. I don't know, man. It seems like maybe they should have not played because of some financial thing. It's not like the Hungarian Chess Federation has a lot of money. I don't know. The same thing with India and Anand. He's a millionaire many times over, probably. To balk because of some little financial pants, little bit of financial gain. I would have. Yeah. Well, I have nothing against the United States, but I'm not a big supporter of the U.S. Chess Federation. That's for sure. I'm not a big supporter of any chess federation. I don't like FIDE. I don't like the USCF. But it's not just me. I mean, these organizations are not well run and they're pretty corrupt, honestly. I have a problem with corruption. The US Chess Federation never did anything for me, that's for sure. They forgot to apply for my FIDE Master title in 1993. And it took me till 1995 to get the title. So what am I supposed to do here? My head hurts. I am very Kamsky-like. But I'm not sure that Kamsky has quite as much ability to say what did they not. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm sure the USCF backed Kamsky in a lot of situations. The guy played for the World Championship under the American flag. I mean, he played in candidates matches representing the United States. I'm sure that the USCF did support Gata in a lot of times. He just seems like he's kind of a bitter guy. We all are. We have a lot in common. Is that why he moved back to Russia? Queen F5. When I saw him on his stream the last time, he looks horrible. I played him in Foxwoods in like 2007. I think it was around 2007. And he looked weird because he had like kind of long hair, but he still looked healthy and normal. But I guess a lot of time has gone since then. That's a long time. It's really weird. 13 years, has passed since when I played Kamsky. It seems like yesterday. Really, really strange. Sort of time warp. The second wife. That's... Some things, other than just his wives, have had an influence on Kamsky. No doubt. I didn't even know the guy was ever married. I wouldn't know. That's sort of weird. The private life of Gata Kamsky. Not really my field of expertise. Just Ilyesh, welcome. I'm surprised his dad let him have a wife at all. Like, seriously? I mean, I don't know. He's had a strange life. A strange wife. Why is the camera frozen? My OBS. Didn't realize that. Thanks for letting me know. I don't know, my OBS, it may be something to do with my computer. I'm a little short on memory space, or storage, or whatever. Free space. I'm having trouble deciding what to do here. I don't like my position anymore. This is a stupid move. Zenchess is playing really well. Zenchess was playing really well. But he slipped and allowed knight f5. I guess he's made a serious error there. I would assume it's OBS. OBS is really, it's a hog like program that runs the streaming software. The WGM. I mean, probably when I played him in 2007, he hadn't had any wives yet. He's getting into a new stage of his life. Yeah, I've heard that name. Some strong woman player. Very strong. My computer just sent me a message that my USB device was not recognized. That might have something to do with the camera being frozen. Yeah, Zenchess dropped f6. So if he doesn't blunder and allowed knight f5, am I just worse here? Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, surprisingly, he has knight g4, which I underestimated. So g6 from Zenchess, and he has a good game. My knight has no good square on c3. According to the computer, white is equal, but it's not that equal. It's hard to play white here. I don't like my move queen f5, but I didn't know what to do. Now the computer liked it. Wow. But it was inconsistent to play queen f5 and then move it. What do I do here? I missed knight b5. So his rook e8 is a mistake. He should play a6 right away, perhaps. No, I'm winning a pawn there. No, queen f5 was strong. 15 moves were good, and then we went off the rails. Yeah, b4 makes it worse. But I mean, honestly, yeah, I mean, I don't think you're supposed to play what you played here. Like, e5 is not the plan, Zenchess. The game that Mendonca, I don't know, I saw, he just built up. They just keep building up. Rook fd8 or rook fe8, maybe bishop a3. Let's say this. I'm not sure you're supposed to play e5 necessarily. Though this move seems to have a better score. Rook fe8. The question is now, what do you do? a6. But, you know, from my perspective, I'm thinking that my move order is a mistake. I'm not supposed to play rook d1. I'm supposed to play bishop b2 and then rook a d1. Right. And then that's the question. As I said, there was a tournament in October here in the GM tournament where Hoyman lost with white against the Mendonca. But, I mean, I was like, what was white doing? White has to be a tiny bit better in this position. And this is a weird line to lose with. You know, I could see a draw 90% of the time. For a solid player to lose with white, and this line is almost impossible. But you're playing a solid system here with black. This is one of black's more solid systems. Probably you can play more sharply somehow. I guess if you want to play for e5, you can play e5 or play for e5 directly without b6. Though I don't know the theory there very well. Guys, I have 30 minutes left. Any other subscribers? Praying Mantis was a subscriber. I don't know about Alex GH. I don't think Alex and Leon are subscribers. But I will play them. If there's no other subscribers left. Praying Mantis was a subscriber as of last week. Unclear if he's... I can probably play one more game after this. It froze in a convincing way. I mean, I can try to mess with the camera now. Let me see. Now that I started the game. It's a 7+3 game. I suspect it's memory related. I mean, space related. Alright, that was easy. Fixed it. Normally the camera is real sensitive. If it like goes offline, you have to like restart the whole stream or something to get it to work again. It's very, very hypersensitive. I really have to stop playing this system. It's just not good enough for white. Tree size free. Delete files in empty recycle bin and clear up those gigabytes. Thanks, Enchess. Tree size free. If it's free, it's for me. Now, this I like getting in d5 with tempo. I think that's a clear mistake by black in this variation. I'm always like playing video games with my son and stuff, and so I have a smaller laptop and I have another drive, external drive, but sometimes I'll just like install stuff and leave myself with very little free space. This is not a very powerful disk drive. But I did get a warning the other day. I tried to delete some stuff, but it should have been enough actually. I think it's just OBS. OBS is like devastating. You should buy me a new computer. I should have a better computer for streaming. I don't know why I got this. It's like a small Lenovo laptop, but it's really not very powerful. It's portable. But I wouldn't complain about it for the money. I was really sad when Toshiba went out of business. I had always used Toshiba laptops. I'm not really a desktop guy. I haven't owned a desktop since 15 years. Because I was always traveling so much between the United States and Hungary, it just didn't have sense. It never made sense for me to own a desktop. I was just constantly traveling back and forth. And I was always bringing my computer with me back and forth. I've got challenges. Very strangely, Hanishberger just reappeared. Okay. Hanishberger, is that you? GM Tranquilizer? Hanishberger, Alex GH, and Leon. I won't show the challenges, you're just going to have to believe me. But I do have to say that the Streamlabs OBS, maybe Streamlabs OBS is at fault, you know? Maybe it's not like, I shouldn't blame OBS, because I'm not using like a plain OBS. I don't know about Streamlabs OBS. It seems like a massive energy hog. And whenever I try to like even type something into the description on the stream or something, it's like takes 10 seconds for it to even register. I suspect that that program is at fault for freezing my camera at the very minimum. Knight e4. Whoa. What is happening here? This is bizarre. I gotta go soon. Now, Hanishberger disappeared again, and he's been replaced by Sumil Mitra. But really, I should play Alex next. If you guys aren't subscribers, who's a subscriber? I know, I got XSplit at one point. It used to be free, I thought. Why did I think that XSplit was free? Okay. I've got too many challengers, so I'm only playing like 1 or 2 more games. Praying Mantis went off the map here. Not a good King's Indian. Praying Mantis is very inconsistent. Dropping this pawn here. Black is lost. Sometimes Praying Mantis plays really, really well. So that was a quick game. Now, is anybody a subscriber? Now Jody is. Anybody else a subscriber? Is Hanishberger a subscriber? Who else is a subscriber? I need to know. Jody is a subscriber now, but they came last. Blunder 2020. I've got time for 1 more game, maybe 2. Anybody is going to answer me? Is anybody going to answer me? I'm going to count to 15. I'm going to just assume that no one else is a subscriber. If no one pipes up in the next 15 seconds. 5. I'll take the challenge from Jody. 10. Alright, nobody said anything, so I'm going to assume none of you are subscribers. Jody got a gift sub yesterday. Dude, you answer me after the 15 seconds is up? I don't know. I think he would answer if he was a subscriber. I'm just asking, was anybody a subscriber? Because I would take their challenge first. I had this game against Hungarian GM in Rapid chess, the same line. But he didn't play e3 there. KYU on KGS. So you're talking about what? Shogi or Go? Is that in chess? Goshi. Well, I guess I ought to play knight e4 at some point, huh? Duh. GM Tranquilizer, I don't want to have to time you out again. I'm not going to have to time you out again, right? For begging to play, please play more. This looks like the game. It's sort of similar to my game with, well, not up a pawn, but in a way it was similar to my game from yesterday with someone. Jody always sacrifices a pawn or something. Not this time. Yesterday they sacrificed a pawn, but showed how good their technique is. Drawing a lost position. It's kind of similar to the game I played with them yesterday in the Simul, in a sort of eerie way. Deep pawn, definitely. Take with a rook. I would definitely take with a rook there. Yes, of course. Looks like a draw. Sure, white can draw this. easily. I'm being sarcastic. I mean, it's really bizarre that white would think on that move, Smurfinator. Jody has an interesting style, so I'm a little bit not surprised. Most chess players would have automatically taken back with the f-pawn 100% of the time. It's pretty strange that they wouldn't take back that way, if they're as good as I think they are. I was just kidding. It's insane to take back the way they took back with the d-pawn here. It doesn't make sense for white. Nobody would do that, basically, under normal circumstances. Unless they're, like, trolling me. Which is the feeling that I'm getting. I'm just going to offer a draw. Let's just forget it. I'll play another game. But I don't want to be trolled anymore. And I won't play against people who are going to troll me. This player has a history of doing that. It's like the 6th account they've created. I'm pretty sure. I don't really want to waste my time anymore. It's a waste of my time playing your games. Hanishberger. Like, nobody would make this move that's capable of drawing me in a chess game. Nobody in the world, no human player in the world would play this move. Not undoubling your pawns, giving your bishop another square there. It's extremely strange. That's not even a computer move. It's like you're trying to make fun of me or something. Rook takes is even worse. I guess they didn't want to allow an exchange of pawns, but I just don't know. Sorry, I just don't think this account is for reals. Hanishberger, last game. I gotta go, guys. There's no list. Unless this game is over in 5 minutes. There is no list. My stream is over in 13 minutes. Alright, I'm going to take this challenge from Alex. He's been waiting. You snooze, you lose. Alex has been waiting a long time for this challenge. Sorry. The chess 960, I don't know. I don't have much time left. So, I thought you weren't there. I would assume you weren't there. It is chess 960 though. You're allowed to think longer or whatever. Sorry about that. Okay guys, last game. Yeah, I played this with Badalamenti. It's not a great line for black. It's okay, I guess. But it's kind of passive. Yeah, theory. I had at least one game, maybe two with Vital Levante here. I think I lost. Once I beat Strapunski. But he's not a c3 Sicilian expert. So Rook d8 was the move I played against Strapunski and against Levante, and I won and lost. And then I had a second game with Levante where I guess I played b6, but I lost that too, if I remember correctly. That's Black's main move. So I have like 1 out of 3 from this position, as far as I recollect. Not a very good score. Yeah, very quiet. End of stream. Good morning. Early one. What time is it? I have to leave early on Mondays, unfortunately. The c3 Sicilian. Now that seems like something someone on Sound could work with. You could upgrade to the c3 Sicilian from the good old looks like Alex has been trained by the Romanians in c3 Sicilian. It has a long history with some modern Romanian players. You am busted in the Smith-Morra Gambit against you unless I want to draw. I am busted unless I want to draw. Interesting way of putting it. You should be proud that you can hold a draw with a Smith-Morra Gambit against Masters. He's like sad. He can only draw with a Smith-Morra Gambit against higher rated players. It's a tragedy. A complete tragedy. Feel for you. No, he just knows the c3 Sicilian. It's a good line for white. Well, he is a strong player. He's 2100. You can see that. It's all relative. I'm a strong player compared to most, but I'm weak in the grand scheme of things. No, c3 Sicilian isn't strange. It's very typical. But it's always a disappointment for Sicilian players to face this opening. Nobody plays the Sicilian so they can play against the kind of boring c3. Actually, I don't know what to do here. As a Sicilian player, I am always disappointed not to play a mainline Sicilian. And I think I speak for most Sicilian players when I say that. We're going to be very disappointed if we don't get to play proper Sicilian. Adriana sore. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. We're very disappointed. That's why everyone hates the C3 Sicilian, the closed Sicilian, and what else. We can't have the interesting theoretical discussion in a main line. It's a disappointment. But I think the C3 Sicilian is fine. I mean, it's probably White's best alternative to the main lines. It's probably better than the closed Sicilian. Yeah, Adriana, you're not a real Sicilian player if you play the Smith-Morrow with White. That's where you have your Sicilian membership card taken away. Not allowed to do that, okay? Maybe online, but don't ever tell any real strong players that you play the Smith-Morrow Gambit. You lose all credibility. It's only good for beginner level players objectively. He keeps playing for mate on h7. This is tough. One track mind. Playing the c3 Sicilian for mate. I think of the c3 Sicilian more as like a tactical system. White also has an interesting style where they never retreat. They brought the bishop to b1, but that was only to make another aggressive move. It's unbelievable. Wow. Am I lost? Like h4 wins by force for White? Are you serious? This is a winning position? I don't see how to defend. I have no idea how black can defend. I guess h5. I have to go back. He has 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. We don't give suggestions during the game. Should be obvious. That seems to be another trend. It's like playing the Smith Mora. You give suggestions while people are playing a live game. Obviously, that's not really good form. Yesterday, my simul, like I mentioned again today. Why would you do that? Like, who does that? I don't understand. He's probably watching right now while you're like suggesting tactics. It's not like we're just analyzing a game. We're actually playing. Alright, I'm actually late now. Wow. Late. White's play is pretty impressive. What about G takes? What's happening on G takes? Huh. Maybe I should play G takes. Then I have a problem with my queen, or what? Eh. I don't know which way to take. This is a mystery. Dude. Relentlessly seeking mate. White only plays for mate. It's a very, very small minority of Sicilian players. People with white, usually like who play the C3 Sicilian, are generally like technical players. It's not common to see this sort of attacking style, I think. Vital Levente is probably a teacher or someone who specifically plays a hyper-aggressive version. If you look at like Tivyakov's games, I mean, there's a lot of technical knowledge required to play the C3 Sicilian. This is more of a caveman approach, but it's pretty effective. I don't know why Levente gave it up. I guess it just didn't work at some level, or it was too predictable. But my experience was always that the C3 Sicilian was more technical than like an attacking system. White here, like, felt like they had something, but they sort of let me out. Caveman, yeah, this is total caveman. Asterbate understands. If you have to play Knight F8, you're in serious trouble. Dude, Knight F8 is like the one moment where I'm alright. Ironically that you say that. I'm probably alright for the first time in a long time in this game because of Knight F8. But now I'll be jinxed. White has got insane caveman instincts. Jinxing me with the comment. You can never get mated with a knight on F8. You don't know that? That's like the most famous thing of all time. White's extremely strong. Psychopathic aggressive. All or nothing style. I'm like so happy I got to play Knight F8 and he's like, oh, the Knight F8, you must be lost now. Thank God for my knight on F8. Yeah, kind of someone on sound like. It just like never ends. The aggression never ends. Though a knight on g5 is better than a knight on f8. I admit, we were lucky here. Alright guys, I gotta go. That was really fun. Thanks to knight f8. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Exactly, no problem at all. Based on stats, the lichess c3 Sicilian is the most drawish one. And that is the case in most cases, but he plays it like a psycho. I'll see you guys later. Be back for tomorrow's Blitz tournament at 6:30 CET. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.